Hello everyone, welcome to April 2025's Beauty Favorites and Fails. This is the video where I share with you all of the products I simply could not put down the past 4 weeks. In most of these videos, I do only share my favorites, but with as much makeup and skincare and hair care as I try, you know there's bound to be a few fails. And I'm going to share those with you as well. This month, my favorites are mostly high-end, and that is due to the fact that the Sephora sale happened about a month ago, the Sephora savings event, and I did buy a lot during that time. You may have seen my Sephora sale haul and try on. You may have seen the YouTube short that I posted sharing I think it was 3 of my top picks from the Sephora sale, or should I say it was my top 3 purchases from the Sephora sale. And in case you missed that short, I am going to be talking about those same products in this video, but being that I have more than 3 minutes time, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on why I am loving these products so much, in addition to some other products that aren't from the Sephora sale. Before I get started, I do want to let everyone know that I am working with a new audio setup. I had a little bit of an issue with my previous microphone. The audio jack broke off, the tip broke off in the input, the camera input. So I can no longer put any audio jack into that input. It is literally, the little piece is stuck inside the camera. So I have to ship my usual camera, the Canon 90D, off to Canon to see if they can fix that for me. So in the meantime, I'm using my Canon 80D and a different microphone. So let me know in the comments if this audio is actually better than my previous setup, because I was having some issues with that as well. Due to my tinnitus, it's very difficult for me to recognize any outside noises. Even when I turn the speakers up very loud, because I already have this loud ringing in both of my ears, it sort of drowns out any of the noises that you might be hearing. So if you don't mind, I would appreciate some feedback on the audio today. All right, let's get into these favorites, beginning with this sunscreen from Dalba. It is the UV Essence Waterful Plus Broad Spectrum SPF 50. If you are looking for a lightweight yet hydrating SPF 50 that is going to work well with your foundation, not cause it to pill, not cause it to break apart, you're not gonna look exceptionally greasy if you have combo to oily skin like I do, I highly suggest trying this one from Dalba. I've been using it regularly for the past month. I haven't noticed any stinging. Overall, this has been my go-to daily sunscreen. Up next is basically my current foundation routine. It has been a long time since I have worn the same foundation, concealer, and primer combo day after day after day. But I cannot get enough of this trio right here. For those of you that might be new to my channel, I'm 51, I have oily skin. In my recent testing hot new makeup / health update video, I used the Smashbox Pore Vanishing Primer. I didn't even know that they had reformulated their Pore Refining Primer. Now they're calling it Pore Vanishing. I noticed it said new when I was on the Ulta website. And if there's something new out there to make my pores look smaller, I'm going to try it. And I've always been a fan of Smashbox primers. So I ordered it. In hindsight, I should have just purchased the full size, and if I didn't like it, I could have returned it, but I didn't. I got the travel size, not knowing how truly tiny it really is, but I used it. I loved it. I will be purchasing the full size. This does not even claim to be oil controlling, and I feel that it does control oil, which has made it so I can successfully wear this Prada foundation. This is the Reveal Skin Optimizing Foundation. It comes in beautiful packaging. It's refillable. I did not want to love this because it is so expensive. I think this might be the most expensive foundation I own because it is a few more dollars than the Armani Luminous Silk. But I do think the refills are less. Yes, the refills are $55. When I first spoke about this foundation, when I first tested it, I loved the way it looked. The color match is perfect, one of the best color matches I have ever had. My skin looked airbrushed, but the problem I had was that without a primer, I did get quite shiny. And keep in mind, I live in a dry climate. I have spoken to friends that live in humid climates with combination or oily skin, and they can't use this. They do find it to be too glowy, too dewy for their skin type. So even with the primer underneath, I don't think I would use this combo if I lived in a humid climate with my oily skin. Now, if you have dry skin or very dry skin, you might love this just on its own. You likely won't need the primer. Just some moisturizer or your usual skin prep, and then go in with this foundation. I think you might really love it. As I said moments ago, it has been a long, long time that I have this consistently reached for a foundation. Usually I'm rotating almost every single day. I'm just finding that my skin looks the best when I use this duo. And this CeraCreal Flex Concealer. Those of you who watch my videos regularly, and I love you for that, by the way, I really appreciate that. You have seen me speak about this, I think 3 times since I bought it a month ago. I put it in my products I wish I had tried sooner video. I put it in that short I was referring to, my top Sephora sale purchases. I just can't get enough of this concealer. Since I bought this, my other concealers have been so lonely. What can I say? It just has everything I look for in a concealer. It's got the coverage, it's got the longevity, it feels great under my eyes. The color I selected is perfect. I have shade 3.0, and because it's a flexible concealer, it works with your facial expressions. So if your eyes crinkle when you smile, the concealer won't get all caught up in there. It's going to work with your skin, work with your facial expressions. So if you want to wear this on larger areas of your face, or even as your foundation, you don't have to worry about it feeling heavy and just sitting on your skin and sort of cracking or looking unnatural. It is extremely flexible. I have been so happy with this concealer. It really does make me want to try other products within the CeraCreal range. So drop those recommendations in the comments, please. All right, up next, the Giorgio Armani bronzer. Now, don't be mad at me that all of this stuff is really pricey. I warned you at the beginning that this was a pricey favorites video. I love this, but it's not a must-have. If you already have other bronzers that you love, or if you're just never in a million years going to spend this much on a bronzer, I think this is like $60, $59, so yeah, after tax, over $60. I did purchase mine during the Sephora VIB sale, so I got 20% off. And I have to be able to tell my viewers if it's really a must-have, if it's so much better than any drugstore bronzer that you might have. Well, you know I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and say this bronzer is life-changing, but it is really good. And I am glad I bought it. And I have been using it every single day since I bought it. My Gucci bronzer has been very lonely. My Maybelline City bronzer that I often rave about has been very lonely. There's just something about the shade. I purchased 100 that is so perfect for my skin tone. I find that this bronzer just blends so beautifully. There's no splotchiness. At least I have not experienced that. I did get a comment, I can't remember on what video it was, but somebody said that they actually returned this bronzer because they did find it to be a little splotchy. But everyone's experience is different. It could be the brush you used. It could be the fact that I always powder before I go in with my bronzer. I don't know how that person used it. I'm not going to downplay her experience. Her experience was hers. My experience is mine. And that's all I'm able to share with you is my experience with this product. And I am loving it so much. I do think if you're going to spend $60 on a bronzer, it should be in really nice packaging like this with a nice large mirror. I have not taken the plastic off yet. Well, I'll do that later. Love this. Okay, up next, the new brow pencil from Ravi. Ravi is an amazing brand created by my friend and fellow YouTuber, Allie Glines. I am crazy about her effortless lips, her blushes, and now she has come out with my new favorite brow pencil. I love a fine point brow pencil. And the problem I have had with every other fine tipped brow pencil I've tried is they break off. The tip breaks off no matter how gently I try to make those little flicks, those hair-like strokes, the tip would always break off. So the first time I tried this pencil, I was thinking that's what's gonna happen here, and it didn't happen, and it hasn't happened. Also, the shade Taupe, it comes in, I think, 4 shades. I'm using Taupe, and it is perfection for my light brows. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's not too golden, it's not too ashy. Allie did just a phenomenal job with this. And she put a spoolie on the end, which in my opinion is a must. Okay, now I want to talk about my favorite. This is called Glit Balm, and it is from a brand called Get Stoned, but not the stoned that you might be thinking. This brand started off selling rhinestones, like rhinestones for the face. For people who are going to festivals, concerts, you know, they wear beautiful rhinestone designs on their faces or just glitter, that kind of thing. It's just a play on the word rhinestone. So get stoned like rhinestone. This is honestly the prettiest lip color I have ever used. If I were to have created my perfect lip color, it would probably be this. This is like a lipstick and gloss in one, but it's not thick and goopy and runny. It doesn't run outside my lip lines. And the color is stunning. When this hits the light, it's honestly just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And it feels so good on the lips. As soon as I am done filming this video, I am going back to TikTok and ordering the pink one. This one is sort of a mauvey nude. The other one I had my eye on, and in hindsight, I should have purchased so I could have gotten the free shipping, is a brighter pink, which I think will be perfect for summer. I'm so crazy about this, I might actually buy a backup. And I never buy backups of anything. Okay, now it's time to talk about this month's fails. During the Sephora savings event, all of the Sephora collection products were 30% off, which is a great deal because there are some fantastic products within the Sephora collection. And like a lot of people, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to test some new things that I hadn't tried before. And these little eyeshadow trios had such good reviews. And I think with the discount, they were under $10. So I added this one to my cart. It's called Peach Power. And I had done buy online, pick up in store. So I never actually saw this in person. When I picked up my bag, took it home, and went through everything, as soon as I opened this up, I had a feeling I wasn't going to love it. This type of chunky glitter is just not my style. It's very much giving makeup for tweens, like the makeup you would play with when you were 10 or 11. There's just glitter everywhere. It's chunky glitter. I'm already regretting putting so much on the back of my hand. Yeah, I don't know how I'm getting all of this off. The other 2 shades, one of them is matte, but it barely has any color to it. And the other one looks like it would be matte, but it does have a little bit of shimmer to it. This was just an all-around fail for me. Even though it didn't cost me that much, it was still a waste of like $7. I could go get an e.l.f. bite size palette for less than that and have better quality. My next fail is a product I actually love, but I hated this version of it. This is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, which I have been raving about for many years on my channel. So when they sent me this black cherry version, I was really excited because I like black cherry, but apparently I don't love it in my cleansing balm, at least the scent of black cherry in my cleansing balm. Even after washing my face, I could not get the smell of cherry cough medicine out of my nose. That is what it smells like to me. Have you ever tried those hard candy cough suppressants? What are they called? Chloroseptic? Or there's other brands too that have cherry sore throat lozenges or cough drops. That is exactly what this smells like. I mean, when I first opened it and I took a whiff, I thought, I don't know, it's kind of strong. I might not like it, but I still wanted to give it a chance. But I can't use it. I just can't. To be brutally honest with you, I don't even like the regular version of the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I buy the naked version. I can definitely tolerate the original, but I prefer the naked, the fragrance-free. I can't tolerate this though, unfortunately. So if you love black cherry, then maybe give it a try. But for me, it was no, just no. And then finally, I was watching this video of this beauty right here who has one of the best haircuts on social media. She posts a lot of hair tutorials on her Instagram and on her TikTok. And I stumbled upon that video the other day of her using this wet brush ceramic speed dry. I do have a wet brush that I've owned for a while, but the way she demoed this made it look like she was able to get her sort of wavy hair very smooth and straight with this brush and the hairdryer. I have very, very coarse, wavy hair, and I typically use a round brush and a blow dryer to blow my hair sleek. But then if I'm going to go back in with a curling iron or my air wrap, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to use the round brush and to hold the nozzle down. If you know, you know. Blowing out your hair can be quite a chore. So I thought that what I could do with this, if it worked the way it did on Shay, that I could just smooth my hair really sleek the way she got it. And it claims to help with frizz. So I thought, well, that's great. And my thought process was I'll just use this to kind of get it smooth first, and then I'll go in with my curling iron or my Dyson Airwrap instead of taking the time to just do the whole rolling of the round brush and just all the different movements and just sort of do what she did. Pull the hair, blow dry downward. But her results were not my results. I ended up with a huge Rosanna kind of triangle look. Not smooth, not frizz-free, and not even fast. Maybe I just need more practice to get Shay's results? I don't know. It is a good brush just for detangling. And I suppose it's not a bad thing to have a backup wet brush. So there they are, my monthly beauty favorites and fails for April 2025. As usual, I will have all of the products listed and linked down below in the description box of this video, as well as tag what I can through the YouTube shopping platform. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. My username is the same on every platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.